What's up guys, it's Daniel here from Dan's Reptiles. Welcome back to another video. In this video I'll be doing a reptile room slash update for January 2022. Can't believe it's New Year. Happy New Year to everyone, and let's get to it. So not much has happened so far. I've fixed up Crystal's tank. Water dragons are doing good, Sunshine's doing good, all the lizards outside are doing alright. Yeah, plans for 2022. So this will be going actually, even though I've set it up nicely. I'll either keep it for something in the future or I'll be getting rid of it because I'll be hopefully building a 3-bay at the end of this year. I've been saying it over and over, but you know, I just need to find the time, space, money kind of thing. And yeah, so there'll be Crystal, a new addition in that, and Striker in the 3-bay, and then it'll allow me to have room here for potentially other things. And I might be getting some other new additions later in the year just to see how we go. But enough of me talking. I'll show you guys the first animal. So this is the first setup. This is for Crystal, my diamond python. She is my female diamond python and also the biggest snake I own. She's in this big 4-foot URS enclosure, so it's 4 feet long, 3 feet high, about maybe 1.5 foot deep. So what's changed in this is, usually the rock wall was like free fall, so it'd be hanging, so should be able to get the same behind it and should be scratching a scale. So I've now siliconed it all tight. This big gap here, I've just put timbers here so she can't get back, and she's been in here for just over a week now and she hasn't been able to get behind it because she's too big obviously. I also made this custom hide. It's just a potting box or pot, and drilled a couple of holes in it, both sides, just in case she wants to get in either way. And so you got a nice universal rock wall, branches that I found in the bush, just treated them, some vines, I think they're Exoterra vines, plant there that's just knocked into the rock wall there, there's plants going across here, plant there, big water dish, and the substrate I'm using is Koi peat mix, so it keeps the humidity in because I wanted her to shed, and after a week she is now going to shed. You can tell by her milky eyes that she's going into shed, thank God for that. Hopefully her scales will slowly fix up because she did a bit of damage to herself going behind all the nooks and crannies at the back there. But as you can see, nice clear silicone all the way down so she can't get in. Anyways, this is Crystal. I've had her for a couple of years now. I've had her since she was only a couple months old. Nice female. I'm hoping to find her a male one day because I've always wanted to breed diamond pythons because not to be rude, but they are my favourite, like, carpet species, if you call them that, because they're in that gene pool. I do like Centralian carpet pythons and albino Darwins, but diamonds just take the cake for me. And plus they're they like the humidity a bit more. And they're you gotta be a little more gentle with them. Whereas that's Crystal. Sorry she doesn't have her colours out because obviously she's in shed. And she hasn't eaten in maybe 2 months actually, because of, I'm assuming, her hitting her scales and hurting herself. But I thought, I had her in paper towel and all that, like, basic setup, and nothing was helping, so I thought I'll just change it back, fix the problem, which is the rock wall, and just keep humidity up. And after a week, she now is ready to shed. Focus, please. There. Yeah, that's Crystal. If you guys want an update on her, or an update on her setup, if it actually decides to focus, just let me know in the comment section down below. It's a pretty good setup, I reckon. Oh, UVB strip going across, you got a 50-watt heat bulb. I only turn that on usually for when she's going to feed. There's also a heat mat that goes about that wide, and so you can just see it, that little line there. She's decided to bring it up. In here, just old stereo. Some spare supplies down there. Used to have a tank in here, but got rid of it. I plan on putting some geckos in here actually, like making this a little secret gecko setup, the same setup. Oh, Crystal, you gotta move back in. There you go. That's Crystal. Again, if you want an update on her and her setup, just let me know in the comment section down below. But without further ado, moving on to the next animal. Now we're in the garage, moving on to the second tank. This is my water dragon enclosure for now. It's like a temporary enclosure because it's been raining a lot lately, so the water dragon's staying in until they get a bit bigger. they'll be putting them outside. They were outside originally, but yeah, we got hit with a bad storm, so I was waiting for it to clear up. It's starting to. Today's a good day. Just thought I'd keep them in here for a little longer. So this is Medusa. She is the little one. Actually, it's a him. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're both boys, but I was told this was a female. They're just regular eastern water dragons. So that's Medusa, and then oh, there they go. And the big one up here is Mushu. Oh, and they're both in the water. Very skittish species, but they team out eventually. So I've been holding them, but I've been gone the last week, so they're back to all running around left, right, and centre. Yeah, he's 100% a male, big boy. I bought these guys when they were very underweight and small. So she was originally 12 grams at like, oh, I think she was like 2 months old. And 12 grams, and he was just short of 30. Now he's nearly 70, and she's like nearly 40. So, and I've had them for maybe 2 months. So getting there, feeding them left, right, and centre. So they get really fat, and then they just pull it all out. And they've had their first shed as well. That's why they got their nice colours back. See if I can focus on them. Yeah. Great species to keep. They're a bit high maintenance just because of the handling issues, and they eat a crap ton. But this is their setup. It's a 3-foot Reptile 1 enclosure. It's got a 100-watt heat bulb that comes on when it's a bit hot. I mean a bit cold, sorry. I only got it on just so I can show you guys it on. But it's sitting at 29.2 degrees on the hot side. So that would usually be off until it hits about 27, then turns back on to 28. So it keeps around that, because obviously there'll be, yeah, 30 odd here. And then on the cold side, we've got 29.2 as well, so it's same around all the tank. It's a hot day, but yeah, that's why I'm only turning this on just because you can see, but usually it's off, and obviously it's just heating up slowly. Big water dish so they can swim about, but I also put them outside in a big tub to swim around. I'll be making a video on caring for these guys shortly, so stay tuned for that. Nice little hammock. They love to climb up and about. Rock wall that I just silicone to the back, and that's their favourite. Then I bought this rock hide to match that. As you can see, it looks matching. And this is their superworm dish because they love superworms. Plant there. Check temps there. Just that one there, and there's one there. Then obviously your 2 thermostats. That's also humidity. That says 99% because I sprayed it earlier, and obviously it's just gone straight all over it. And also these lights are also on a timer, so the heat bulb's usually in this, which it turns off certain temps, but they're all wired in usually to this. I just unplugged it and changed it so you guys can see. So they turn off at night and then turn on in the day. So a bit of a complicated setup, but not really at the same time. Just a bit more than my average setups. Like up here, usually the lights are off and the heat mat's on, but obviously I turn them on every now and then. I turn the heat bulb and that on usually for feeding. But yeah, that's the water dragons. Also, substrate is koi peat mix. I get that from Bunnings in a big block. Sorry for the dirty wood. I literally cleaned this out yesterday when I got home. I was in Melbourne for the last few days, so literally cleaned that out yesterday, and this is what they do. I'm gonna feed these guys for you, see if they eat, and if not, then let's move on to the next animal. Alright, superworms are in, and crickets are all out and about. Yes, the water dragons, they don't usually eat when I'm with them, so we'll come back to them and see how much they've eaten. Just see how fat they are. Anyways, moving on to the next animal. Now up in this tank is my blonde spotted python striker. See if we can get his attention. All I need to do is just tap on the glass and it comes flying over. There's Striker. Here's my blonde spotted python. Beautiful colours on him. He was my first snake I've ever owned. And he's also the oldest snake I'm owning right now. So this is his setup, a 3-foot Reptile 1 enclosure. I think it's 3 feet long, maybe 1.5 feet deep, 2 feet high type thing. Got a 50-watt heat bulb, UVB bulb. They're only on when feeding, and also so I can show you guys what's on it. Clear peat substrate to keep the humidity in. Some logs, a builder branch, Reptile 1. Plant on top there. I'm pretty sure that's an exoterra rock hide at the back there, which he chews in. That's the hot hide. And then you've got a custom hide that I built there. It's just another pot with a hole saw cut out into it with some grass on top. Plant with a little water compartment there, and you've got your water dish there. Anyways, this is Striker. If you guys want some more updates on him, I recently just uploaded a video on how I set up his enclosure. If you want to go check that out. As this is Striker. Again, if you want anything on him, just let me know in the comment section down below. Without further ado, moving on to the next animal. Now, my biggest enclosure is Sunshine. She is my female Murray River turtle. Where you can tell she's females because females have short tails and males have longer tails. She's the oldest reptile I have here. Striker's the oldest snake. Lizard's outside of the oldest lizards, but Sunshine's the oldest I've got. I've had her since 2014, 2013, somewhere around there. So she'd be coming up to nearly 10. She's going to be 9, 8 years old right now. Beautiful turtle. I really want her to breed one day because I've always wanted turtles. I want to breed half these animals, but I just don't have the room at the moment. Beautiful animal. I'd highly recommend getting a turtle. It's just a little, like if you're not a fan of electricity, then like the electricity bill going up, then don't get a turtle because they're a lifelong pet. I'll go through the setup. You got heater there. Where's my finger there? Heater there. Just rock, plant. I'll go through the filter in a second. There's another heater there, so the water always stays at the same temp. With the filter, I'll show you guys. Just bought this filter from eBay, but I did some handiwork of my own. That's just soundproofing, by the way. I'm pretty sure half of these, yeah, soundproofing. That's this stuff. Did some handiwork with some tubes at the back. I don't know if you guys can see, but a whole bunch of stuff. So instead of having, so the original design was one intake, one outtake, or one input, one output. Obviously you can see it's not perfected yet. I want to get it properly done later, but it was just a quick install. So that's the original waterfall and the original intake there. So, oh no, Sunshine, I know, I'll feed you soon. Log there, plant there, just some rock / gravel as substrate. Rock hide for fish and all that, pipes and all that. It's just for fish and yabbies when I get them, but she tends to eat them very quickly. Nice little custom ledge me and my dad built. It's just some plastic that we've bent, cut, and put some grass over the top. Silicon 2 bits of plastic across the top and then balanced it on top. And here we are. And here's the second waterfall, second intake in that corner there. So what I did was I made like a T-piece. So instead of it just going straight up, I made a T and it comes out two sides. And just tighten all the tubes together. That's why every now and then this stops, because sometimes oxygen can get into it and that causes the bubbling, causes the stoppage of water every now and then. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. It's been going about 4 or 5 months strong, and I haven't changed it yet. And so it's looking still a little bit dirty, but it still looks alright. So I probably won't need to change it for another few weeks. Just happy. I'll feed her for you guys to show you how skitch she can be. She's definitely the most aggressive for food response out of all the animals I have, but I'll show you guys her feeding. She acts like she's never been fed before. And then I have to lower my finger because she doesn't see it usually. She's a bit of a dopey one. And she acts like she's never been fed, and I feed her half the time twice a day, otherwise it's every day. And that's Sunshine, and we'll move. Whoop. The water dragon's already looking at the super worms. He won't eat it now that I'm looking at him. See if I can catch him eating. And welcome to the outdoor pit. And I literally just chucked blueberries in, and our first lizard's popped out after literally a second. So this is Dwayne, who I just found out is my female shingleback skink. So hopefully this year I'll find a male, and that'll be really good. So my first partner will probably be a shingleback male for this one, hopefully. And then just go on from there. Hopefully some blue tongue, etc, etc. This is Dwayne. I'm just going to keep the name because it's always been like that. So like Dwayne, you know, Tail of the Rock. But yeah, these guys have several names, such as the bobtail lizard, the two-headed lizard, stuff like that. Pinecone lizard. And he's just chowing down, or she, sorry. I need to get used to that. He's chowing down on some blueberries I've just put in there. But they'll also be getting superworms. He's probably going to eat all of them before the rest of them come out. But this is the lizard setup. Zoom out. It's a nice custom made outdoor pit me and my dad made. 3 meters long by 1 meter wide. Got all the bells and whistles. Logs, ledges, grass. Big water dish. This is usually for the water dragons as well. Big basking rock, roof tile, log, stuff like that. And here's our second lizard. Here is Whitey, my albino blue tongue skink. He's just chilling there. If you guys want more updates on these lizards, just let me know. I'm gonna have to be a bit quick at it because it's starting to rain. And in here, wherever she is, she's not in there. She's chilling somewhere. I'll find her for you guys. So the third lizard is Maximus, my big female blue tongue. I always get told they're males and they end up being females. I've been told this is also female. Hey, don't hiss at me. Massive, massive blue tongue skink. She's very heavy. Last time I weighed, she was about, I think she was high 800s, low 900s. There's Whitey there again. And I'm gonna have to cut this feeding short because it's starting to rain. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Actually, no, we'll feed them. We'll give this a go. Where are the superworms? There's one. Give Whitey a superworm. Yeah, there we are. I'll get a big one for you, Maximus. Funk. And here comes Dwayne. Dwayne, wait your turn. Put one here, see who comes first. Come on. There's one. Maximus, you come over here. Dwayne already had half the blueberries. Looks like Whitey's just interested in the blueberries. Maximus is very polite when it comes to food. But then doesn't like to share. There's no way of... Oh, well, there you go. I've just finished a whole tub of superworms in one day. Sorry, Dwayne, you must have missed out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to hit that like button if you guys want to see more on these guys and all my other animals. And I'll talk to you all later.